there's a monument, and I'll get later on and show you it at a closer bit. There's a history of the Black Watch there. The Highland Watch, or simply the Watch, was established following the issuing of commissions from King Charles II in 1667 for certain clan chiefs to raise independent companies to be consistent guards in securing the peace of the Highlands and to watch upon the breeze. The dark tartans worn by the men of these companies was distinguished them from the red soldiers, led to be known as Friesden Doch, or the Black Watch. These companies were disbanded in 1717 and started up again in 1725, starting out as the 43rd Regiment of the Line. It became the 42nd Highland Regiment in 1749 on the reduction of the original 42nd Regiment. In 1970 the regiment was given the freedom of the borough of Aberfeldy. The monument, Black Watch Memorial, was unveiled on the 14th of November 1887 by Gavin Marcus of Bredalane. It should have been set upon the actual site of the original muster in 1740 on the opposite side of the river. However, that area is subjected to flooding and the nearest practical site was chosen instead. The monument depicts a soldier wearing the old regiment uniform. Cost about £500, raised by public subscription. In 1910, lightning split the structure from top to bottom and repairs installed of the lightning conductor cost £200. There you go. And that's Farquhar Shaw. Isn't that beautiful? Sun coming through the clouds there over the River Tay. A few wee walkways here. Right under Wade's Bridge. Lieutenant General George Wade built that bridge so that he could police the Highlands using the Black Watch. Locals who were supposed to stay in the Highlands just to police it. The reason Farquhar Shaw and the two corporals, Samuel McPherson and Malcolm McPherson, were killed in the Tower is because they get done for desertion. Because under the pretence, obviously the officers knew this, they were given orders to move and go down to London, and they were getting shipped across to the West Indies. So under the pretence that the King wanted to see them at Edinburgh Castle, they marched to Edinburgh Castle. Then when they got to Edinburgh, he says, "Oh, the King's not here, you've got to go to Berwick upon Tweed." So they went away down to Berwick upon Tweed. And when they got to Berwick upon Tweed, they said, "No, we've got to go down to London." So they marched down to London. And when they got there, the soldiers found out that they were going to embarkment points, going to boats, and getting shipped across. So a lot of them didn't want to go because that's not what they signed up for. They decided, "No, we're not going." There was 100 plus decided we'll head back north. So they headed back north, and eventually after 2 days they marched 90 miles. They got caught and surrounded by the English troops. They told them to lay down their arms and go back to London, and they refused. He says, "Nope, we're not going." So they decided to make a last stand there, and that's when the English soldiers realised that these guys aren't kidding on, they're going to go for it. So after a parley with an officer who promised that they'd all be pardoned, they were sent back to London, and a lot of them that decided they were going home did go to the West Indies anyway, but the King wanted to make an example, so they picked 3 soldiers for the Black Watch, the 2 corporals and Private Shaw, and shot them in the Tower of London. And he was only doing his job, and he carried a severe wound for an axe protecting cattle up north against cattle rustlers. So he was doing his job. Crank shot, marksman you might say. And he was also good with a broadsword. And he joined the militia of the Black Watch because his father supported the Jacobite cause. His lands took off him, and his lands were given to the Campbells. So he was landless. He was working for the Campbells and decided to join up, become part of the Black Watch. And that's what they done to him. The Tower of London. So there he is. That's a cracking bit they've got there. It's like a Black Watch soldier writing an epitaph for Farquhar Shaw, just to say sorry mate. This is me up at Wade's Bridge. Lieutenant General George Wade built this bridge. He was a great engineer. He was put in charge to build bridges and roads all the way up to the Highlands. This is the one he built at Aberfeldy. Just there you can see the football field. That's where the Black Watch were formed up. Beside the River Tay. Of course here you've got the monument for Farquhar Shaw and the Black Watch. So I've came here today because I watched Bruce Fummey Scotland History Tours. It's like this big truck boat. And if you're interested in the football places and events in Scotland, go and have a look at Bruce Fummey Scotland History Tours. And he tells you in places of interest to go, and that's why I'm here today. Because he done a wee documentary or a wee video on the Black Watch soldier. And that's the statue there for Farquhar Shaw. So you should go and have a wee look if you're interested, if you're out and about. Places to go. The sun's just went early through the clouds there. Nice wee walkways. And of course there's no fishing here unless you get a permit. And just up there you can see the monument. I've got a couple of poppy crosses to lead in. Obviously one for Private Shaw and Corporals McPherson. Samuel McPherson and Malcolm McPherson. They were also killed, shot in the Tower of London the 19th of July 1743 because they didn't want to go abroad. They were taking them abroad. They conned them. They conned the Black Watch into moving into London. It's a beautiful spot. Anybody that's out and about looking for somewhere nice to come. Nice few walkways. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to go back up and get something to eat. No dent to eat today. So you can see springs here. Those are starting to blossom and come out. I'll speak to you all soon. Charlie out and about at Aberfeldy. We've got a beautiful wee spot up in Aberfeldy, right beside Wade's Bridge. Lieutenant General George Wade built that bridge so he could get supplies up north. It's a great feat of engineering. There's a monument. There's my van. Nice benches. Stay here tonight. So thanks for watching. Charlie out and about Aberfeldy. See, as it says on my t-shirt, not all those who wander are lost. It's a great wee spot to come up beside the River Tay. So I'm just going to don't know what I'll make something to eat anyway. I have not had a thing all day. So if you're ever out and about, put it on your bucket list. Come to Aberfeldy. Charlie, speak to you all soon. There we go, there's the statue at night. I actually came out and put some lights on it. Took a photo. It's actually come out alright. I'll go closer in so as you can see it at night.